Friends, we have an old pal here with us by the name of Michael Shank. You and Jim Meyer, owners of the Meyer Shank Racing IndyCar team. Wanted to catch up with you, Mike. It's actually pivoting off of a text I sent you weeks ago or about a month ago about Felix Rosenqvist.
Yeah.
And I said, it embarrasses me that it took me this long to figure it out. But he's just a Swedish and shorter version of you. You both have huge hearts, huge batteries inside of you. You're known for being that kind of nuclear power plant within your team that radiates outward. Tell me about having Felix here, and this is no disrespect to any of your other drivers, but he's come in and brought that same kind of matching energy and vibe that's been radiating outwards, and we're seeing the positive effects.
You know, we are seeing positive effects. We're not all the way there yet. We got damn good Saturdays, not super great Sundays yet. We'll get there. But having said that, I didn't know him either, really, prior to starting to talk to him during 2023. And when I got to know him a little bit and understand the energy he puts out and kind of the way he is, did match up to a lot like me, I think. And I also could see he was a little like me, that we both needed a little pick-me-up and something to get going. We had such a tough year last year in IndyCar. I saw a lot of commonalities. Jim and I met and had dinner and lunch with him a couple times, and we always came out of that, man, he's a lot different guy than we thought. Like what we saw is outside, and it's obviously worked and clicking pretty good. You know, we're still learning. We're going to get better as we go, but the fundamental kind of basis of our relationship with him is probably very similar people, different nationalities.
He's got better taste in beer, but that's a very, very different conversation there. But this is an important thing, because you've had amazing drivers in Simon Pagenaud, Jack Harvey, you've still got Elio, Tom Blomqvist is amazing as well. Tell me how this formula is starting to harden a little bit and define itself with your new drivers. A great engineering connection between Felix and his race engineer, Dave Seifert. Again, to your point, Saturdays have been better than Sundays, but you can see there's a formula building. How does that get all the way there? Is it just time that you need for that to kind of gel?
I think it's the approach that I set, and I told Jim this is what we need to do. Felix is the raw speed that we need and want. We know that. Everybody knows that. The other two teams, they knew that. That's why they hired him. Where can we put him in a place that gets his head free and uncovered of, hey, do I have a job? Are they looking at me sideways? Am I worried that I'm doing something? Where can I put, and I'm not saying, I don't know the circumstance completely. It felt this way to me, like he felt that way. How can we unencumber him of that? And it took time after time to make sure he understood what our goals were, what our expectations were, and we made him clear up front. We need a solid foundation going forward. We don't need home runs. We need singles and doubles, at least to get going with, get something under our feet here. What's happened this year is even a little more so far than I thought we would be. But honestly, once we got him in, and then we could lift some of the beatings he's had in the past, right, and understand where he's at, and he's a safe space with us, then we'll go from there. It's not all going to be perfect. We're having a tough time here a little bit, Barber, this weekend. But we know that's going to happen. We can't be great everywhere, right? So I'm curious to see how we're going to handle this when we have a little down and how we come back. That'll be the true story. That'll be the end of this story, what you're talking right now. But certainly the speed is there, how we get the expectations managed and just letting him build his book with us.
Let's close on this. We're not putting this all on Felix. He's not like Swedish IndyCar Jesus who magically makes everything better.
No.
You've got great young engineering talent in Ron Barhorst working with Tom Blomqvist. Yeah. Tom is doing, I think, very well in his rookie campaign as well. But I think it's not a hidden asset that you have, but we're seeing it. I'm seeing Justin, your longtime IMSA crew chief, and I'm seeing this person and that person, your championship-winning IMSA staff, many of whom you brought under this tent this year. Tell folks about that, because I know in terms of pride, you love having these rock stars from sports car making the IndyCar program better.
Yeah, obviously church and state, two different disciplines, like a lot, right? But guys like Justin, a lot of my IMSA program I kept intact. I only think we lost one person. So I've integrated them into our program here now, and it's beginning to really pay off. It takes a while to get your legs under this on the crew side also. But those guys, I believe, on the IMSA pit lane were the best. The last 22 and 2023, they're the best in the pit lane, time in, time out. So bringing them over here has definitely helped us a bit. It's a little bit of mentality. I always look at Justin as a hippie and free love, and Adam as the commandant colonel, you know, that ran. And you mesh those two together, and that's kind of where we're at today, you know. Free love and hardcore Army kind of world, and we're just trying to get them to see work together.
Free love at Mike Shank.
It's always free.
One of the great gifts of the paddock, y'all.